Oh, hello! Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, before I forget, we have games this weekend. All right, so make sure you guys sign up for those games. All right, and we don't have the game schedule yet. That's always a problem. So we'll get that on Wednesday. Um, Probably like Wednesday night. Like think like late night. That's just usually when they get it out. And those schedules will be false. Okay, just the way of the beast. Whatever schedule they give us, those game times will be changed by Friday because other teams will argue. Now we can argue too, but that would just make it prolonged. Like let's say that they schedule us at 7 in the morning, and you guys all have birthday parties at 8. Well, you guys would say, well, can we change it? Can we change it, right? And of course not us because I don't let us do that. But other teams they do like to argue about whatever thing that they get, and if they say, let's say, no, you have to do this. They're not like us where we'll say, okay, deal. No, they're like, well, then we'll never be in your tournament again. And this tournament will get less money. And this tournament is about making money, so they're going to make sure that they take care of their customers. So with that said, the nature of the beast is that the schedules that we get tomorrow will be wrong. Okay, so just know it's not their fault. It's a weird thing. What up, Henry Forsyth? Yo, if you're here, check it out in the comment section so that I know that you're here. We have games this weekend, but then also games next weekend. But the games next weekend are in Vegas. And anyone on the Vegas team, get ready. You guys have had many, many months to prepare. And I know most of you guys have not prepared. I know most of you guys have taken the time off because you haven't been showing up to the clinics. I have not seen you at these clinics. Now, we did make it less special. So it wasn't like just your team and like all this other stuff. But it's about winning. I mean, but I guess, you not showing up does make us less likely to win. However, my end all be all would be to just play the guys who are good. So if you've taken care of business and you're like, I'm ready to go, well, I'll give everyone a chance. But if you go out there and suck, oh, well, there you go. Now, as long as you don't suck more than 5 people, I think you're okay. Because I'll put out the best 5. All right, we're going to do it once. Mark my words, even though everybody right now says, yes, play the best 5. A few of you guys are like, oh, no. He's going to play the best 5. He's going to try to win. Oh, no, that's not me. But again, that's on you. But most of you guys are like, yeah, play the best 5. You know how quickly that's going to go to crap? This is youth basketball, guys. We're not professionals. No one's trying to actually win. People want to pretend to win. But we're going to actually do it, and it will give us the best possibility of outcome. However, if we are losing, that's when I'll give the bench guys some time. All right. Or if we're up by 50, yeah, I'll give the bench guys some time. So do you want to be a bench guy? Do you want to be a guy that matters? You can decide that. You still have 2 more weeks. All right. I'm not saying it's going to do a ton of good, but it'll do some good. All right. Show up to workouts. Do your homework. Post that stuff. I think we have who's winning in terms of the Prix Brachovanie. I think by far it's Josias. I don't think Luke has done it more than like twice. Henry hasn't done it at all, maybe like once. That was supposed to be like a 100-day challenge. Yeah, there you go. That's how hard it is to make the NBA. It's a very, very possible thing. It's just that people don't want to do it because you're taking a chance. Taking a chance by wasting your time, wasting your energy on things that may or may not be. And realize that your competition is just as scared. So if you want to win, do what they're too afraid to do, and that's work your hardest. Now, luckily for you guys, basketball isn't the end-all be-all. Other things in life matter, but the other things in life are the same exact way. It takes effort to be a great dad, to be a great employee, to be great at school, and other people aren't willing to give that effort, and you're judged pretty relatively in all 3 of those aspects. So just work harder than other people are and realize they're just as scared as you to go down a route where your effort might be in vain. I think it's the scariest thing on earth because you just don't want to waste your life away because time is so important, right? The time that you can spend with your friends joking around, but you were spending it shooting basketballs and then you lost anyways. Oh, I could have spent time with my friends. So that's a hard thing about life. It's just how it is. But all the people that you admire are the people that took those chances. The people that you see on TV, the people that you see with the millions of dollars and things like that, unless they were born into it, they took those chances. So take those chances so you can be like your heroes, so you can live your life out on a limb, all right, and you can be just like them, I stole that from a song. All right, let's check the quote of the day. The quote of the day today is "All is well." Remember, think of this when you calm everyone down. All right, there's that big meme that says "keep calm," and then it says blah blah blah, like any kind of words. Yes, keep calm in like the most direst of situations when you're going crazy out on the court, or maybe going crazy because you're not in the game, or going crazy because your girlfriend just broke up with you, whatever it may be. All is well. All right, is your heart still beating? Then you're good. All right, your legs still on, your arms still on. Well, okay, you might be missing one. Okay, still all is good. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive. All right, all is good. Do you still have chances to pursue your dreams? Probably so. All is good. Okay, maybe your dreams collapsed. Well, can you somehow figure out new dreams? Yes, all is good. All right, the more perpetual your state of optimism is, the better that you're going to do in life, because life is all about perspective. We don't even know if we're like really living. This might be like all like a dream. That's how strong our minds are. The things that matter in life are very few. The things that like truly matter. And it's like, are your loved ones okay? Are you breathing? Again, like, are you happy? And your happiness is based off of your own perspective. So if you tell yourself these three words, you're going to have a chance at many, many things, because negatively speaking, if you are negative in this world, you're going to be more pressure filled. You're going to be more anxious. You're going to do worse. So are you trying to do bad, or are you trying to do good? And if you're trying to do well, then you need to get those negative thoughts outside your head. No matter how negative or dire the situation is, you must think positively. So starting with this one right here, you have a chance at that. So that's the quote of the day. All is well. Think that. All right. What do we have? All right, the videos are going very slow today, but this guy right here and his interpreter over there, they just became a part of the Portland Trailblazers. And he had something very interesting thing to say when someone asked him a question. They said, "What do you do in your spare time?" And this is how he answered that question. Again,
Hi, I'm interested in you as a person. What are some of your interests, and what do you think you'd be doing if you weren't playing basketball?
Sometimes I sleep, all time sleep, and I like play PS5, and I like eat.
all right. So big fella, whatever his name is, Young Hansen. I believe it's Yang or Young Hansen. He says he likes to, through English words, he used English. He said he likes to sleep a lot, play the PS5. All you Xbox people out there, I think that's a shot at you. And then he likes to eat. All right. Now everyone's going, well, I can relate to that guy. That's a rich fella I like. That's a big fella I like. And I think a lot of people do live their lives like this. But you must realize, okay, he's not quite Mamba mentality. He's 7'2". If you're 7'2", you can afford to sleep all day. And I'm sure he works out, but that's how much easier the game is for really, really tall people. And there's an argument out there that says that if Shaq weren't lazy, his injuries would have been enormous. So maybe the guy's doing a good job. Anyway, I forgot to give my shout outs. I see Henry in the comment section. I see you Josias. I see you Jace. What's up, fellas? We got our inside scoring workout today. That's where the points must come, because we are not outside shooters. I'll tell you that much. But this guy right here, Young Hansen, he is both an inside and outside shooter. He does work on his skill. But yeah, he rests a lot, eats a lot, plays video games, just like me and you. You do need some downtime, but you don't need too much downtime. I'll tell you that much. Especially if you aren't 7'2". Sadly, if you're that fella on the right over there, you need to probably work 10 times harder than the guy on the left. But that's part of life. Everybody wants to be born 7'2". Everybody wants to be born a millionaire. That's not how life is. If you're a millionaire, honestly, you can just wake up whatever time you want. Probably be easy to make $1 million in your lifetime, whether you try hard or not. But life isn't like that. Sometimes we're dealt bad cards. All right, coming from a minority point of view, everyone tells us to shut up and keep working. Well, that's what my mom told me. Yeah, who cares if you're behind in life? Who cares if the world's against you? Just shut up and keep going. Well, hoping that you're like one of the special people, that's a very fixed mindset, and you have to go with a growth mindset. Even if you are one of the special people, even if you can make it without the enormous work, you still want to work because you want to work hard. You want to be better than the next best 7-footer out there. All right. Now, I'm not saying his work ethic is bad because obviously this guy's enormously talented. All right, but don't just listen to him and say, "Oh, all I have to do is sleep, eat, and play video games to be great." Not quite the goal. All right, but do you like this guy? That's the poll question today. Do you like this guy because he sleeps, eats, and plays video games? Which one of those things do you do the most? I know for me, let me think. Sleep, eat, video games. Which one do I like the most? How about that? I've kind of given up video games since I was like 30 maybe, so for a while. So I'm not going to pick that one, although those are fun. Eating is really, really cool. But I got to say sleeping. I mean, it's in me to be lazy, just like probably you. I mean, I love sleeping. Sleeping feels so comfortable. You get to dream of your dreams and things like that. I'm going to go sleeping. It's my favorite of those. What is your favorite thing out of those three things? Listen in the comment section. Don't just play basketball. Shut up. Shut up. That's not the question. All right. Our itinerary of stuff will be, again, we're doing the inside scoring, guys. All right, so you got to go to our website, click on member events, scroll down to where it says skill clinics. All right, you click on that, and we have inside scoring today. My jersey is a Samoan jersey. I don't even know who it is. So, but I figured they're pretty big guys, so I would wear for the inside scoring session. So inside scoring will be right here. Position yourself early by creating contact and sealing an angle to the basket. Use your pivot feet to maneuver toward the basket and or when you're already near the basket. Stay low to maximize strength, balance, and quickness. Keep the ball high as quickly and as often as you possibly can. Think to score first and then attempt to pass. Rotate the passing angles. Players should move to where the passer can see them. Look off the finish. You may also think to pass first to better your chances to score. Finish strong by instigating contact and by expecting to get fouled. And then use your off arm to finish off the finish while shooting, and then finish toward the basket and follow your shot for the potential rebound. Those things are the inside scoring things. So let's make sure that we know those things, memorize those things, apply those things to your basketball game so you can all improve. All right, what is the trivia question today? All right, I'm just gonna give hints until someone gets it right. I think I was wrong for this one. But I'll tell you why I think I was wrong. I'm kind of wrong. So, of all the retired Celtics jerseys, which player played the least amount of games? This player's jersey is not officially retired. That's the problem. All right. And he never played a game. It was 0. All right. This player played 0 games. It's not officially retired. He was drafted by the Boston Celtics. That's all I'll give you. And that's who the player is. Drafted by the Boston Celtics. Played 0 games. His jersey's not officially retired, but they did hold a whole jersey ceremony for him, and where they pulled out his jersey. I guess it just wasn't officially retired, so that's the thing. All right, I won't tell you that jersey number, but that's the question. So you have until the end of the session to answer that question. I think that should be good enough to figure out who this player is, because I can only think of one player like that, and it's a sad story. How about that one too? Do you guys need any more hints? You do want his initials? We've asked this question for like a month. All right, but again, my fault because it's not officially retired. Retired means that no one else can use it, but I think other people have used this jersey in the past. All right, that's the question. Moving on, I'm gonna, our ad thing is broken. I want to see if I can make the ad thing work through another means. I'm gonna try it like this. All right. Oh, there's the answer right there. All right, the answer is indeed Lynn Bias. Lynn Bias. Red Arbuck is as a coach, he didn't have a jersey. I said he was drafted by the Celtics, but no, it is Len Bias. Len Bias was drafted by the Celtics, and Henry with the point. Congratulations for that point, Henry. Drafted by the Celtics, and he did drugs for the first time in his life, so they say, and it shocked his system, and he died like few days after the draft, before he was ever allowed to pick, and it was such a sad story. He was like one of the best players in the entire country, and he's supposed to be great. And then later on, the Celtics actually had a guy named Reggie Lewis. He died on the court, and he was like in the league, not of drugs this time, just of a heart arrhythmia, and it led to like a lot of like bad luck streaks. And then their guy, Larry Bird, his injury fell short, or his career fell short because of back injuries. So they had like this huge bad luck streak. All right, the luckiest, Shamrock-filled team in the league had a bad luck streak because of these deaths. But Len Bias is the one that started it. But they did retire his jersey. If you want to see it right here, this is the jersey retirement ceremony. I mean, like, I don't know what else to say. Like, this looks like a jersey retirement to me. I mean, is this not him getting his jersey retired? They had a jersey, had the family out there. I don't know. It's a strange thing. But anyways, let's go to a quick commercial break. I'm going to see if this commercial thing works. It really may not. I apologize if it doesn't. Wait, I guess my face is still there. Don't look at me. I really got to fix that. All right, I will try to fix that soon. All right, but don't worry about it in the meantime. All right, here's another story, another draft pick story, another sad story too. Oh my God, it's a super sad day. Maybe I'll throw some music up on it to match it. Well, there was a kid, and he wanted to be known by everybody, and he said it. Said one day everyone's gonna know who I am, and sadly his life was cut short. But the NBA did a really cool thing. They invited his family to the draft, and they gave him an honorary draft. Like they said that the NBA drafts him, and here's that quick like clip right here, because I don't know, sometimes it is bigger than basketball. So
I go around the country, nobody know me. I tell you in about a couple months, everybody gonna know who Terrence Clark is.
Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to recognize Terrence Clark. Terrence was an All-American high school basketball star in the Boston area. He attended the University of Kentucky, and following his freshman year, he declared for the draft to pursue his lifelong dream of playing in the NBA. But he tragically passed away in April following a car crash. He was 19. To the three of you, it is my honor to now announce that with the next pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, the NBA selects Terrence Clark from the University of Kentucky.
I go around the country, nobody know me. I tell you.
now I'm playing this because of the sentiment he's making. He says when he goes around the country, no one knows his name. That's a dream of people. It's not just his dream. Hey, it's my dream as well. All right, not just for people to know my name, but for me to make a mark on this world. That is my dream. All right, and then to hear his name being called out loud would have been his dream. Now we all have different dreams, different sizes of dreams. You guys might think that your dream is the NBA, but it might change in the future. Go for your dream with that kind of passion, and even if you fall short, it can still be an inspirational story, especially if you put all your passion into there. I love how little brother is like, that's Terrence. Like, not even thinking that he's like a person who's gone from this world. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, the tears, they come not just from like losing her son, I'm sure, but from like her son losing his passion. So realize that the people aren't. You might think that you're not given a chance, that the coach only played you 5 minutes, but you were given more of a chance than this guy, Terrence. You might think that that your dreams are gone because you have to settle for this dream versus that dream, but realize Terrence has no dreams. There are people that will be worse off than you, and there are people that will try harder than you. There's people that are different than you, people that they should all inspire you to not take this life for granted. So that's why I showed that. It's pretty interesting. Let's check the homework. Let's see if anyone's posting. It's what you do in the dark that puts you in the light. We got Weston, 5-on-5 with Lincoln. 2-on-2, Weston. Drills with Lincoln. Ball handling, 400 shots, part 2, and layups. 400 shots, part 1. Hopefully you guys can make a shot in the game. All right, you guys are putting in the work. It does take time. Luke posting while on vacation. Nice job, Luke. All right, so we're going to see how this stuff pans out. Hopefully you guys can take care of business. All right, moving on, we got yet another video. What is this? Shaq talking about something? I do not know what he's talking about.
He might have negative 10 points by the end of the game, but the craziest rule of them all.
All right. So what this is this. All right, North Korea has a dictator. He's crazy. Okay, Kim Jong-un. If he's watching this, I did not just call you crazy. I meant crazy in a good way. There goes the dictator. All right, what he did, he loves basketball so much. He has a basketball league, and which he famously invited Dennis Rodman to. But in this league, the scoring point system is different. In this league, if you miss a free throw, you lose a point. If you hit like a deep three, it's worth so many more points. Let's just listen to all the different rules. And how would you like the game like this?
8 seconds left in the game, it counts as 8 points. Did you know North Korea has its own basketball rules? You see, Kim Jong-un and his father were big basketball fans, but they wanted to make it more fun in North Korea. So how it works is that a dunk is actually worth 3 points, while if you hit a three-pointer that doesn't hit the rim and swishes, it's actually 4 points, making Curry the greatest of all time in North Korea. However, if you miss a free throw in a regular game, nothing happens, but if you miss one in North Korea, it's -1 point, meaning players like Shaq would be cooked. He might have negative 10 points by the end of the game, but the craziest rule of them all is if you hit a shot with less than 8 seconds left in the game, it counts as 8 points. Did you know North Korea has its own basketball rules? You see, Kim Jong-un and his father were big basketball fans, but they wanted to make it more fun in North Korea. So how it works is that...
Okay, I can actually get behind a few of these. A dunk being worth 3 points, I mean, that excites the crowd. I'll tell you that much. People love seeing dunks. Points being worth more points in the clutch time. I like that because it keeps teams in the game. 8 seconds, sure, that sounds like something. A swish, I don't know about the swish one, because a swish between it skimming the rim is kind of like close. Losing a point for a missed free throw is kind of funny. I like that because it's a free point. Come on, dude, it should be easy to make. But yeah, I'm not gonna just throw away all of his rules because he's a crazy dictator. I think a couple of them have some merit. Will I apply them to our league? Nah, not anytime soon. But we will be experimenting with some rule changes once we begin our league again, where we'll have one free throw count as 2 points in one city. We'll have a shot clock, which Colorado doesn't normally have. We will have 8 fouls per game to make it a little bit tougher and just parts of it. And then the last one that would change is player-only timeouts. 2 player-only timeouts and 1 team timeout so that players can be more autonomous. So, yeah, there's that. So we're just like them in a way, aren't we? Aren't we all the same? All right. Last thing that I'm talking about before our story of the day is this guy. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I never know what it is. I never know what it is. Oh, this guy scored 7 points in 6 seconds to win a game. So they're down by 3. Hits the shot. They get a steal immediately. and he hits another shot to win the game. Looks like 6 points, but what do I know? Maybe hit a free throw as well. You have to finish games, guys. I mean, yes, this is crazy. Great shots. Also, if you're looking at it from the offensive point of view, the game ain't over until it's over. You can say that, but I would say defensively, because offensively, something like this happening is very, very low. All right, you can't just hope to be lucky. But offense. Sorry, on the other team, if you're defending a lead, you have to take care of that lead. This happens a lot. Whether the team actually makes the shots or not depends. But whether you turn the ball over or not when you shouldn't, all the time. All right, the time for scoring is done. Now you just have to break a press. Make sure that you guys are throwing good passes. I've lost a game like this before too in the last seconds, maybe twice in my life. It doesn't feel good in the end because you have the ball. Keep the ball in your hand. Don't worry about anything else. All right, make solid passes. Catch the ball strong. All right. Try not to make too many knucklehead turnovers. Trust your best player. Try to be the best player. All right. Try not to get nervous. There's a lot of things, but the main thing is control the ball. If you have the ball in your hand, they can't beat you. All right. Let's see the story of the day as we finish off. Let's see this thing. What is this? Your enemies? Oh man. Let's see what this is talking about. And even your supporters, your enemies, fate, and even your supporters will question you at your every hardship. Have you had enough? As if it were torture. They'd relent if you just gave in by saying you never truly wanted this dream of yours. When they ask, you must continuously respond no, both vocally and with your actions, if you are to achieve your dreams. Ain't that the truth, man? Okay, now if you couldn't hear the story, I'll repeat it because it's worth repeating. Your enemies, fate, and even your supporters, like your parents, your coach might even ask, they will continuously ask this question every time that you cross a hardship. When you come home crying, when you're like about to give up, they'll look at you. Maybe they won't use these words. Maybe they'll say it in a nicer way. But they'll say, "Have you had enough?" Maybe your parents might say, "Oh, hey, do you want to switch teams?" Maybe your friends will say things like, "Hey, you want to skip the game and go over here instead?" Maybe your coach might say, "Why are you still playing?" Things like that. All right, and they're gonna say it like it's torture because the look on your face is that it's torturous. You're like, "Oh my God, this is so hard." Yeah, it's supposed to be hard. All right. Now, if they wouldn't really ask that question if you just gave in by saying that you never truly wanted this dream of yours, and that's what most people end up saying. They end up going, "Oh, I didn't really want to make the NBA. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't really want it. It's just a kid dream. I said I want it. I didn't really want." And I believe that actually because you guys don't act like you really want it. You guys just say it. But if it is true that you really, really want it, then never relent. Never give in. All right. When they ask, "Have you had enough?" you must continuously respond no. All right, both vocally and with your actions, if you are to achieve your dreams. All right, with the way that you act, that must also be the no. You must go out there like your dream has just begun, like you have the most amount of energy in the world, like your dream is right around the corner, like every NBA coach is looking for you, and like the freaking draft is next month. That's how you must act all the time. All right? Even if it's the most silly thing in the world. And when you do that, you may not get drafted. You may not make D1. You may not make any college at all. You might lose a lot of games. But I'll tell you this. You're going to kill in high school. Oh, my God. You're going to be like the best player in high school. I mean, it's going to be really, really cool. So go for that. And don't forget that the quote of the day is all is well. And all is well. I'll see you guys soon. Talk to y'all later. Cue my music. I'm out.